This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for May 31, 2023, 16-year-old girl charged over alleged theft of US $2,200. A 16-year-old Kingston girl accused of breaking into a house and stealing thousands of United States dollars has been charged. The teen was charged on Monday with housebreaking and larceny following an incident on West Street in Kingston. The Denhamtown police say the incident happened between Wednesday, April 5 and Saturday, May 27. The police report that a woman returned to her home on West Street on May 27 and discovered that the lock to her room door was tampered with and that US $2,200 was missing. She confronted the student about the money and she admitted to stealing and spending it, according to the police. A report was made to the police and the teen girl was apprehended and subsequently charged on Monday, May 29. A court date is being finalized. Jamaican husband of dead Canadian woman charged, more serious charge pending. Police have charged the husband of Jada Pauline Whitehead, the Canadian who died while visiting the island earlier this month. Rory Palmer, a 28-year-old fisherman from Shearers Heights in Portland Cottage, Clarendon, was charged with causing grievous bodily harm with intent. Palmer is to appear in the Clarendon Parish Court in Maypen on Thursday, June 1. Whitehead, a 28-year-old school board employee from Toronto, Ontario, died on May 13 after she reportedly came to visit Palmer in the Shearers Heights community to celebrate their wedding anniversary. A preliminary autopsy result indicated that Whitehead died from a blunt force injury to the head. We are still waiting on the toxicology results to determine if he will be charged for the homicide, Superintendent Carlos Russell, head of the Clarendon Division, told the news. Whitehead reportedly arrived on the island 2 weeks before her death. Police reported that the day before she died, she and her husband had a dispute which got physical. It is alleged that a fan was thrown at the Canadian and her head slammed into a wall. Whitehead reportedly left the home and went to stay at her friend's house in the same community. While there, her friends reportedly advised her to visit the hospital. However, Whitehead expressed that she did not wish to go and refused to report the incident to the police. Police said while at the house, Whitehead went to sleep sometime after 3 p.m. and her friends observed that her head was swollen and tried to convince her to visit the doctor, but she refused. Further reports indicate that around 5:30 p.m., the friends returned home and discovered Whitehead lying in the same position they left her. They realized that she was not moving and reported the matter to the Lioneltown police station. The police responded and saw Whitehead's lifeless body lying face down on a bed. She was clad in a white t-shirt and blue short jeans pants. Swelling was observed on the face and the neck, and she had what appeared to be bloodstains on her hand. The body was transported to the Lioneltown Hospital, where she was confirmed dead. Police preparing to question wife of slain constable. Investigators are making arrangements to question the wife of slain police constable Damian Blair. Constable Blair was killed at his home in Somerset, Manchester on Monday evening. Senior Superintendent Glenford Miller, acting head of the Area 3 Police Headquarters, told the news that the 31-year-old woman remains hospitalized under police guard. He said once she is released, she will be questioned by detectives regarding the death of Constable Blair. The body of the 41-year-old cop was found with bullet wounds outside his house at Desmond Mackenzie Close, more commonly known as the Guava Walk. He also had injuries to his face. His wife, who barricaded herself inside the house, was found with an apparent self-inflicted wound. She was taken to hospital by the police. When the news returned to the community Tuesday morning, scene of crime and the CIB detectives were processing the scene. One resident in the farming community said it was well known that the couple had frequent arguments and fights, which often required police intervention. Constable Blair's sister, Antonia Sutherland, said the couple had filed for divorce and had also been receiving counseling. Search underway for missing acting Deputy Commissioner of Corrections. The Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch, along with the St. Andrews Central Police, have intensified the search for missing Acting Deputy Commissioner of Corrections, Reverend Orville Moore. Reverend Moore went missing on Monday. He was last seen leaving the home of his relatives off Malines Road in St. Andrew. Senior Superintendent Marlon Nesbeth, head of the St. Andrews Central Police, told the news that investigators are following several leads and hope they will lead to the missing man. SSP Nesbeth is also seeking the public's help in locating the missing prison official. He urged anyone with information on Reverend Moore's whereabouts to contact the Halfway Tree Police at 926-8184-6, or they can call 119 or the nearest police station. Mr. Moore was driving a silver Toyota Fortuner with a license plate 1626JN when he went missing. Reverend Moore, who is the Chief Rehabilitation and the Probation Aftercare Officer, was recently appointed Interim Deputy Commissioner following changes in the leadership of the Department of Correctional Services. St. Catherine man charged after allegedly shooting AntMan in his home. A man has been charged with multiple firearm offenses after he reportedly shot at another man while he was at home in Fraser's Content, Spanish Town in St. Catherine on Sunday, April 9. Charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition and using an illegal weapon to commit a felony is the 30-year-old Corey Parchment of Logwood Close in Fraser's Content, Spanish Town in St. Catherine. Reports from the Spanish Town police are that about 3:30 p.m., a man was at his home when Parchment opened gunfire at him. The man ran and hid to avoid injury while Parchment escaped in the area. Parchment was apprehended during a police operation in the parish and he was subsequently charged on Monday, May 29. His court date is being finalized. Chief Justice proposes use of technology and a container court to speed up cases. Chief Justice Brian Sykes says that the authorities will be making use of more technology in the judicial system to accelerate the hearing of cases and to clear the backlog. Justice Sykes, who was speaking at the Tuesday's annual conference of the Jamaica Police Federation, said the increased use of technology will also lead to less adjournments of cases. He also suggested that the government seriously consider erecting container courts outside major police lockups, prisons, and remand facilities to speed up the mentioning of cases. All that is really required is a decision to have these container courts. We are going to use a 20-feet container, camera, 2 seats or 3 for the persons who are going to sit, and then now for the correctional officers or the police officers to be inside there with them, depending on if it is a Department of Corrections facility or a police facility, he proposed. He said the initiative would relieve the police of having to transport prisoners to courts across the island. No more allocation of 6 police officers to be going 200 miles to carry somebody who is going to spend 5 minutes. It's a waste of time and resources, he pointed out. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.